Studios.
Yeah!
Yes, give it up for Forever Timeless Studios. Oh yeah, gotta get on camera. We are at Forever Timeless Studios in North Hollywood. This is the Circle of the Minds Jam. This is Eternum. He is one of the lead engineers here. Jose is the owner. This is the second location, so there is another location just about 10 minutes down the road. And I do want to let everybody in the room know that because they just opened this location, they're doing a like 1 month for $400 unlimited studio time.
Wow. Nice.
So anybody who wants to take them up on that offer, they're doing that for the whole month of November, which just starts tomorrow. So you can come in for up to 4 hours a day in any of the rooms, pretty much as long as they're not booked. And like I said, there's 2 different locations. That doesn't include an engineer, but you have access to all of the really great gear that they have, really great rooms. You know, you can bring your friends and record stuff. And we all know that studio time is really expensive, so it's a great deal. Definitely want to hop in if you have some projects coming up. Support the homies, you know, because they're all artists too. Trying to make it work.
Yeah. So we are Forever Timeless Studios. You know, we just opened this thing up like a month ago, so we've been working, building everything up, painting fucking walls, putting speakers in, doing all that shit. Yeah, and it's coming together, so I'm glad that you guys are here to really like break it in today, because y'all are crazy, that's for sure.
You just built it or you just took it over?
Well, we got the building and we're building all the rooms out, so yeah, adding panels. Yeah, it's a huge project.
Can you also, you gave us a tour earlier, can you talk a little bit about the other rooms and just the scale of the place? Because it's not just music, it's photos, it's everything.
Yeah, we have a dance room over there that can be used for like, as a photo studio. It's got 2 rooms in there too. We got another Studio C over there, which we just put like another like speakers in and stuff. We got these tiny production rooms over here. There's 3 of them, so good for like video editing or like, you know, just random cooking up. Yeah, we have this back area too over here where we throw events. You know, we have performers come, you know, whatever, throw parties back there. We grill and stuff like that. So all that kind of stuff.
I'm always hungry.
Same. We are doing a membership thing, which Scarlett talked about. It's pretty much $400 a month, and you can be in here every day for 4 hours, depending on the schedule, you know. But we have this location. We got a second location too that you guys can go to.
Where's the second location?
It's 10 minutes up the street. It's right next to the Burbank Airport. That's it.
Even more my neighbor.
I've been there,
You're
it's
my
dope.
neighbor.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so.
And for the ladies in the room, I have the membership, so I'll be doing some Dream Girl meetups. So we'll definitely be doing some girl meetups and doing some classes for production or just like teaching you how to make a beat or anything like that. So
Yeah, amazing.
yeah.
Oh, one last
And
thing.
also doing events.
And
Yeah.
for the fellows, we suck those.
Yeah.
Gotta get your own membership, my guy.
Sorry.
I identify as a lady too then.
One last thing, we do have a drink menu available if you guys are interested. You just go to Instagram and follow Forever Timeless Studios and just send a DM. And we'll send you like the menu and we can get you drinks, alcoholic or not. So, yeah, so just, yeah, man, so. Forever Timeless Studios, y'all.
Really quick.
Because we always like, the circles are a big conversation, and so because you've put so much time and energy and love into this space, can you share with us what inspires you about music and how you got into it, and what's been on your heart when it comes to music as well?
Yeah, so honestly, originally I started making music. I used to actually dance. I was like a break dancer, and I wanted to make music that I could dance to because I wasn't happy with the music that was out. But then I actually didn't know what I was getting myself into, and I had to actually learn how to like produce and engineer and like record and all that stuff. But I actually fell in love with making music more than dancing. I feel like it's a better way to express yourself, just overall. But yeah, honestly, I just love the feeling, like when you just like make a dope, I don't know, melody, or like when you really like connect and like get lost in like, you know, just, I don't know, the moment, you know, and just really like feel it, that's like the best music. That's why like y'all were talking about Carlos Santana, that's my guy, cause that sounds like this guy just, you know, he makes that thing cry. So and that's like the goal, you know, to make you feel something. So that's what makes it, that's what does it for me. So.
Have it up for that. Well done. And thank you for having us in your space and meeting us with love and helping us so much with the setup. And yeah, it's gonna be a great session. I can feel it.
Oh yes.
So just wondering, maybe we could cut that speaker maybe if that's possible. Perfect. Yeah. So yeah, tonight our topic, because Halloween is here, we are going to talk about the darkness and the light. And if you have any loved ones that have passed, feel free to share. It's Dia de los Muertos in 40 minutes, which is a very special time to remember our loved ones. So yeah, I'd love to have Scarlett kick off the circle. Usually the format is you share from the heart, and the musicians in the room will feel into the energy of your share, and they might start playing their instruments softly in the background, and at the end of the share you might feel called to sing or freestyle or play an instrument, and so we can always jam after each share, and then we'll flow into the next one, and that's how these things go. We've been doing this for almost 10.2 years now. And we just started making improvised music together. So this is a really special night. This is our first studio session doing this. But yeah, I'd love to give it to Scarlett. And then the last couple ones I've been introducing everyone, but now that everyone has gotten to know each other more, I'd love to encourage people in the circle to introduce someone in the circle that's been inspiring them, and maybe share a little bit about that inspiration as well. So the reason why I'd love Scarlett to start it off is because I met her a while back and I thought she was extremely driven and kind and brilliant, and I feel like her music is timeless, and what better place to have this session than Timeless, the name of the space. So yeah, I'm gonna have her kick it off, and I'll share a little bit later.
Thank you, Christian. Hello, everyone. What's up? Thank you, Christian. Yeah, Christian and I met at the LA Art Show, right? Oh, LA Art. What was it called again? LA Art Show?
LA Art Show, yeah.
Okay, yeah, the LA Art Show. And yeah, we just immediately connected. It was weird. I was there just randomly promoting some random company. They sent me a ticket to go, and I ended up connecting with Christian. He's just been a pillar as a friend and support through. I'll share some darkness that I went through in the last year for sure, because it's definitely been I feel like I'm coming into the light now, but it's been kind of a dark year where I've always done music. Always loved music. I've tried to quit many times and just will never let me. So I always come back to it, and unfortunately I ended up just like not in a good mindset, not in a good group of people, like bad habits, like just spending my time unwisely, making poor decisions, and I ended up having to leave LA because I just ran it a little too hard, too long, and kind of like, you reach the end of the road at a point where you're just like, do I keep going and try to force this, or do I retreat? And like Christian said, I'm very driven. I don't retreat easily, but it felt like it was definitely the time, because I felt like I wasn't really achieving my potential. And over the last year, I struggled a lot with that, of like, what is my purpose with my music? Like, I love to help people, but I've sacrificed so much of my time helping others and not pursuing my own art. But I also love helping others, and I feel like that's something that feeds my creativity and my inspiration, is being a part of other people's stories. So I created the Dream Girl producer bag through this very dark time in my life of kind of necessity when I was left LA and I needed a place to, I needed a way to still record and produce on the road. And it's just it's been a dream to bring it to life. But when I say that there have just been so many hurdles along the way, asking me, am I smart enough to do this? Was this the dumbest idea of my life? I'm tarnishing my name, like everything I've worked for. Why did I step in? Why did I think that I could do this, basically? And so people like you and people like my friend Katie, who I'd love to introduce. This is Katie Welch, everybody. This is her first circle.
Yeah, Katie!
We met just like Kate Christian, where it was we met like literally one time and just connected and stayed connected. And I think that this room is full of people like that, where it's just very genuine, kindred spirits. And it's so hard to find spaces like this to just fully get into a creative mindset and feel safe to do that. And that's something that I really cherish and lost for a while. So I'm grateful to come back into the city and like feel like I have this support system as I enter this new chapter. Because drum roll, please. The first order of 100 Dream Girl bags comes tomorrow. Yeah, finally. I've been making these things, like trying to just bring them to life, and I just had no experience. I really didn't know if it was ever going to happen, but I just got the notification from UPS today that they'll be delivered tomorrow, and I have 100 of them, which means there's going to be 100 girls out there learning how to produce, feeling empowered, feeling supported, and they're just really excited for this new chapter. And I feel like for the first time I really have a genuine community of people that see me for who I am, because I was willing to look at the dark sides of me and be like, what am I really doing? Like asking for help, like people in this room have helped me when I've asked, and that's sometimes it's not who you expect, like, 'cause it's like we were strangers, yet you guys have helped me more than a lot of my close friends have. So, that can kind of be a hard lesson to learn. So, just know that if anybody in this room ever needs anything, you guys can always text or call me. I'll be there for you. But yeah, that's me. I'm Scarlett. I'd love to pass this to Katie so she can introduce herself.
Yeah!
Trade yet. Oh my god, hi. Hi guys. Thanks for having me. This is fun. Yeah, I met Scarlett at like a random music event and just thought she was like cool, had great style. We followed each other on Instagram, and I am also extremely ambitious and always I'm an Aquarius, so I'm always doing like 100 million things at any given moment. I'm like at this company and then that company and this project and this harebrained idea and whatever, just like to be doing all the time. And I was working on something with music.com, and I had seen like Scarlett's Dream Girl bag stuff, and I was like, hey, like do you want to get lunch or something? I think like I have like something that could be a really cool opportunity for you. Like I love your style, I love your vibe. She was like, well, I don't live in LA, but do you want to do like a phone call? And I was like, sure. And we ended up on the phone for like
2.5 hours.
Yeah, like 2.5 hours. And we were like, did we just become best friends? I think so. And right after that was Grammys, and she was like gonna stay with another mutual friend of ours. And I was like, no girl, stay with me. And she stayed with me, and we've literally just been dear friends ever since. But I'm so inspired by her and her tenacity and her work ethic. And I feel like Los Angeles is a really beautiful but really complicated city sometimes. You meet some of the most talented people on the planet that the world will never know about, and then absolute schmucks who just got lucky, and like everyone in between that scenario. But I'm a very hardworking person, and it's very rare that I find people who like are working harder than I am. And when I met Scarlett, I was like, okay girl, like let's
Not by
go.
choice. I mean, against my will, to be honest. Like, I don't like doing it. There's something inside of me that's just like, I don't know what it is, but I'm pissed all the time.
It's very Larry David of you.
Yes.
Fuck.
God, why is my life so hard that I made hard?
No, tell us about Goldie Heart.
So, last year, private concert for Britney Spears.
Whoa.
Like,
You performed.
I did a private concert for Britney Spears. Like,
Wow.
it was her fiance at the time, and like their friends, and just me and a piano. Like, nobody else in the room.
Wow.
Like, so surreal.
So
Wow.
cool.
Had a ton of residencies. I had been working on all this new music for months and months and months. My music partner that I had been working with for like on and off for like 7 years got a record label, was gonna sign me to it supposedly. All of these exciting things. He's like, we're going on tour. This is happening. This is happening. And in November, he moved to Minneapolis and stopped talking to me. Never finished any of my music. Completely ghosted, disappeared. And at the same time, I was also in a complicated relationship situation with someone that was in my band that had been going on for months, and that was falling apart at the same time. So around this time last year was actually like as I really started to reach the lowest of the lows. And in November, I hit a personal rock bottom in a place that like I didn't know existed for myself. Like I had never experienced the depths of like a mental health crisis in that way, and it was extremely eye-opening. And I'm really fortunate that I had some really amazing musician roommates at the time that I was able to like open up to, and we kind of talked through all of it together. Because how do you tell, like I didn't want to call any of my friends or my family, but like who do you say like I just don't want to be here anymore to, and like feel like you're not putting that on somebody else. It was such a interesting experience that I had never, I'm like optimistic to the point of delusion most of the time. So like it was a very, very dark place for me to be in. And when everything I thought was happening in my life got ripped away, I was just sort of left to like face myself and say, okay, like, what are you gonna do? Like, do you just give up? Like, you want to, like, what are you gonna, like, move home and be a normal person? Like, that's, like, you know, good luck. And I did go home, and, like, it was around the holidays, just gave myself some time to, like, process. I went on a little, like, weekend cruise with, like, my friends and family for my best friend's mom's birthday. We got back from that trip, and I get a random text message from a friend of mine that's a picture, and it just says, ah. And I open the picture, and it's a giant billboard with my face, music.com, on Sunset Boulevard. Which, like, I knew was happening at some point, or it was supposed to happen, but I knew it was gonna happen. And when everything was getting ripped away from me, to have that, I was like, okay, I have no idea how it's gonna be okay, but it's gonna be okay.
Wow.
I'm gonna take that as a sign. And so when I got back to LA, I hit up all of like a bunch of songwriter, producer friends of mine I'm gonna change up the melody a called All for Love. And that was an entirely different melodic version of it. All for love. Do it all for
So, I think darkness, it can feel overwhelming sometimes. I think there's a lot of darkness in the world right now. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of sorrow. And there's also a lot of beauty. And I think moments like this can help transmute certain energies. And I think for me, music helped me out of one of the darkest places that I've ever been. Some people will call it the dark night of the soul. It's this journey we go on, and you find yourselves in the depths, and it can feel almost impossible to get out of that place. But I think for me it was a lot of cancer in the family, a lot of battles with diseases that we could not determine how long they would eventually one did. And that was my dad. He's a beautiful man. Spent so much time together near the end. And yeah, we became best friends at the end, which I'm really grateful for. But I think for me, music is what helped me grieve. It's helped me grieve right now. Just being here with everyone. And I'm also grieving for a lot of lives that have been lost recently around the world. I had a friend share something recently. Incredible. And he said something along the lines of art being what saves us. I couldn't agree more with that. I think that it's nice to lean into moments like this, lean into the music, lean into the poetry, lean into the community. And yeah, I'm just grateful that everyone's here leaning in at a time where it could be very easy to isolate yourself and to stay in that space which can feel comfortable because you're somewhat insulated, but there's something beautiful about sharing your emotions in real time with people that you care about. And so I made it out of the darkness, and sometimes it creeps in, but it's moments like this that remind me that we're all going to be okay. We just stick together. And I love everyone in this room, not only at their highest, but even more so at their lowest, because that's what makes us human. So, that's my share. I'd like to pass it to my friend, someone who I met recently in another country, in a jam circle. An incredible musician, incredible heart, incredible soul. And yeah, I'd like to share just how much he's inspired me in the short time we've known each other. It's been a lot. So I'm gonna pass it to Boris. And yeah, just grateful everyone's here.
I just say, my family is being bombed. My family in Ukraine is being bombed. In Israel, people dying, people living. So I just say, let's have some fun. If we don't enjoy the time that we have here right now, then we don't serve those people that suffer. That's how I see it. So let's sing a song. No matter what the world
maintain that and just take it a little bit lower. Keep going. And then let's have you share now.
Yeah, the recording. My computer says it's almost full, so.
That's okay.
Hi everybody.
Sir.
My name is Muita. Halloween. Not a festival we really celebrate back home. I'm Kenyan, for those who don't know where I'm from. But this year has been a big Halloween for me. A lot of letting go of parts of me that are not really serving me. And so I guess Halloween for me this year is more of parts of me dying. The parts that I've used as security for my insecurities to hide behind, places of comfort really that I found myself hiding in, just so I don't deal with stuff that's really affecting, either my relationships or the person that I am, or the person that I've become, or the person really that I want to become. And the one thing people don't tell you with self-work is how fucking lonely it is. No one prepares you for that whatsoever. Everybody is telling you about read this book so it will improve your mindset, or do this work, or do this, do that. And yeah, once you start doing it, you realize how sad it becomes, And so I'm in that in between, where you're not badly off, but at the same time, there's a mountain to where you want to be, or who you want to be, and it's scary as hell. Where you're charting paths that have not been charted before, and so you can't ask the people who you've really been with, or who've known you all through, because they don't understand, because for them you're doing what they want to do. To them you're success, and then when you speak to the people who are successes in your opinion, to them you're still a baby, you're still not a success, so you can't really get any of past that, and that's the bitter in between, as I call it, of where I'm at. And so a lot of this year for me has been shedding out all the things that will prevent me from being in the next place that I want to be, like the way I'm about to shed off this mic, because it's not serving me to where I want to be. But through it all, I'm happy. Halloween is about the party through the death, at least in my opinion. It's about celebrating the light in the darkness. That light has been beautiful. The people around me, Christian, Andy, all my friends, the people that I look up to, the family that I've built here in this country that no one prepares you how to settle in, And that's the part that we, look back at and smile at the end of the day, despite it being in the bitter in between. That's the part that at the end of the day you're like, oh, I'm fucking grateful for this. It's meeting people like you
Can't be traded for anything. You know? But at the end of it, in the pages in between, is a beautiful cover that comes in there, you know? That space, that story that's gonna be written over there, oh, that's gonna be impeccable. And through writing that story, there's someone that I look up to who's in this room. And I'm gonna pass the mic to him. You know, when you're working on things that you want to be or the person that you want to be, there's certain characteristics that you've got to pull. And this guy, from him I pull, or rather I'm trying to pull consistency, discipline. Those are the two things that shine so brightly in this man, you know. And I'm so lucky that I live with him and call him a roommate, and I get to see that every day. If you can get a day with Andy, oh, you're lucky. So I'd like to pass on the mic to him to share his story.
Oh, and before you do, can you give us maybe one lyric about Andy before you pass it? Because you got a great singing voice, and we're just starting to discover it. You could just be singing his name.
Oh, I guess this is a celebration for you, Andy boy. Dedication, simplicity, and discipline. Those are just a few qualities you have. Because now the mic is hot and you're on the hot seat.
Feeling it!
Oh, Andy! Andy! What a gift you are!
Woo!
Oh, Andy, Andy,
I'm gonna head
Okay,
out.
who wants one?
Love you,
I
man.
have a present for everybody.
What is it? Oh, we got a present.
Oops. It's got
Whoa, you brought vinyls for us?
Yes.
Whoa! What?
Wow.
What's it? Say the name of it.
There's 2 songs on this.
Okay.
Aw.
On side A, there's a grunge song called AU. Side B, there's electronic songs called Space Commander.
Wow.
that.
What a cool gift.
Thank you. Wow.
Whoa.
Is that a record player
Don't put it in.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude, your singing voice is so good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we got one.
I'm so happy you're sharing it more.
Also, yeah, time check. It is midnight. So just that's an.
Anybody
sometimes
you
it
can
gets lost.
I would like
This is so beautiful.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, man.
Of course, man.
Some water in the back.
Pleasure.
Yeah, water. Who wants
Of course.
water?
I'll take some on.
1, 2.
I was gonna say I'm gonna disappoint you all.
I don't think so.
No, all we know is that you're a great roommate.
That's
We
what
don't
I'm
know.
hearing. Shitty musician.
Very
great
disciplined.
roommate.
Yeah.
Hey Scarlett, where's the
Oh, I love that cathedral entrance. Is
Oh yeah.
100%.
Beautiful.
Even the cathedral entrance. Give me some church
Is
music.
that POG too?
Thank you so much, guys. Amazing.
Love you, man.
Love you, bro.
Bye, great to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Beautiful song, by the way.
Yeah, that was so good.
That was improvised.
I know. I loved it.
Bye,
See you
Boris.
later. Thank you so much.
In the beginning.
Was the word. And the word was God. And God said, Woo! I feel the Spirit.
Woo!
I feel the Spirit.
Woo!
God said, I'm going to give my land to a man.
Check.
And he created the first man. I feel the Spirit.
Woo!
I feel the Spirit. And he said, that man will be called. And, ladies and gentlemen,
I hear my son.
Andy Chess. Hallelujah.
As you know, Muita is incredibly gregarious, generous, and very welcoming to bring me into a space like this. So I love being here. I do not know most of you yet, but I would love to. And one of those water bottles might be mine.
Oh, it is.
Thank you so much. So, talking about church, a lot of experiences in churches. Of late, for the holiday, my grandmother passed in September, and she was the one link in my family to music. She played the piano and often encouraged me to do so, which I never did. Instead, played violin for many years, and then started learning other instruments, and now write music semi-professionally, regularly, as like we all do. But with her passing, she was the one, even though she was 94 years old, she was the person in the family that understood on an intimate level why I was doing what I was doing. And as Muita talked about, the people in front of you or the people not behind you, maybe to the side of you in a different path of life, not fully understanding where you're at, despite decades of difference, and potential Alzheimer's, which was never addressed on her part. There was a lot of similarity in our demeanors and our understanding of the world. Which to your point, Muita, I think the people ahead of you might sympathize and empathize with what you're going through more than you realize. And that I think things come full circle versus just linearly. But yeah, I think this is something for me, being in a new space, being around other musicians. It's a sponging moment. I think we all take times where we're rushing ahead, we're going. We're, as creative people, pouring out so many things that I think we can dry up very quickly if we don't take that time, those moments with new people, new faces, and new music. picks up here. I resonate with a lot of people who have talked so far. Katie, you releasing music. I just released my first single 2 weeks ago now, I think. So on the solo project, I've been writing for folks for a minute, but now as a solo thing, I was like, all right, time to get something out there so people know who I am. Under the name Wawa.
Wawa.
WOWH. Sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger saying "word." And it's kind of like an acoustic pop, Ed Sheeran thing, real heavy. One thing that I love hearing in a group like this is an element of art, improvisation, whatever you want to call it. I find I write a lot of stuff, a lot of pop, dance pop that like feels great, hits hard, but is maybe rigid, maybe it lacks before when we're striving for something commercial, maybe it loses something that maybe why we chose to do music, why we make music. And so I love coming back to spaces like this to kind of readjust the dial in a way. So I want to sit in silence for maybe like 10 seconds here. Let everyone play their thing. Come on in, the water's warm. It's fire. The funny thing, talking about the keyboard being a couple steps off. My grandma had this piano that was probably 50, 60 years old, and somehow every time they got it retuned, they tuned it a half step off, which is incredibly aggravating if you're trying to play it. But it was almost endearing in a way, because anytime you go down to her house, whatever you played, it always sounded like grandma's piano and nothing else. I think about that out here in a city like LA, from Virginia, East Coast. I thank y'all for sharing your music. Let me blabber. I think as the music keeps rolling, I'm gonna pass it on to someone maybe who we haven't heard from. Let someone's voice speak. In the corner here. I don't think I know your name, by the way. Sophia, nice to meet you.
I think that you
Give it up for
definitely
Andy.
lived up to that expectation that was built up to you. I think, thank you for sharing, Andy. It's so good to meet you.
We got the AC on, by the way. So that's-
Nice.
Who we Venmo for these?
She bought them.
My trade.
Oh, right.
Cash, girl math. It's like free money.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
exist.
I'm not spending any money if it's cash. It's just free money.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm feeling that.
It's already
Girl
out of-
math.
already out of the account, yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
It's been really nice to hear everyone's shares, and I feel like I've been really moved by everyone, and just think about this time of year, I feel like there's usually a lot of like fun involved, and I like playing in the dark. I think the dark is really fun, I'm an herbalist, and I find that this season is when you've harvested all your crops and your herbs, and this is when you're drying and you're ready to make your potions in the winter time, and stir your cauldron and retreat into the warmth of your home and the nest that you create. And this year I've been creating a nest. As some of you know, Zach and I just moved to our new home this past weekend. Very exciting. And it feels like a really pivotal moment in our LA journey, because it's been 2 years since we moved here, and this is the first home that we can really call our home. And it feels really special and exciting, and feels like a really special moment in time. And that being said, these moments that are really exciting and filled with light often have that opposing side, which is the darkness. And that can really rear its head in so many ways. And so I've been definitely immersed pretty deeply in my soul's darkness lately. And I have to say, sometimes I'm like, what the fuck? Who am I? What is this? What is this incarnation of energy that I'm working with? Because it's a mess sometimes, And I feel like I'm really starting to learn about my body and what it's stored for the last however many years I've been on this planet. And forgive myself and forgive it for storing pain and suffering and trauma that then maybe comes out in spurts of anger or energetic dismay. I feel like I want to share a little story about my night last night. So, I think it was the first night that we've actually slept in our new place, just the two of us. And I did a little ceremony, like I like to do on Mondays, every moon day. I pull some cards and I do a little ritual with myself. And last night, after I did my ritual, I went to bed, and Zach was already in bed, laying there. And I think I drifted off for an hour or two, and then I woke up and I was just wide awake, and I was just laying there. And I was really feeling into my womb space, and it was feeling very uncomfortable. There was a lot that was being stored there, and I was really feeling. And I just realized that I have a lot of healing to do. And that perhaps there's some stories that my body's been holding on to that I haven't fully processed or been ready to process. And that this might be a good time to start processing. And so Zach woke up and he was like, "You are having a hard time sleeping." And I was like, "My body's freaking out right now." And he led me through a yoga nidra, which was really nice.
So sweet.
And I fell back asleep. But I think the big takeaway that I want to share, I'm just rambling right now, but I just want to share that I think what this Halloween and Samhain and Dia de los Muertos is showing me is that if we can get quiet enough and still enough and feel into what's going on in our bodies, we can reclaim what's been taken from them. And I think that being able to share on this mic right now is a good way to start that for me. So, yeah. I feel you, and I appreciate you.
Beautiful share. Beautiful share.
Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing with
Collective sigh.
Collective sigh.
I just wanna come home. Just wanna love myself in this darkness. Wanna rise above my own life. Wanna find the strength to keep going on. I wanna love myself in this world. Somebody help me. Somebody help me. 'Cause sometimes I can't even see myself. Just wanna come home. Just wanna feel that warmth when I step through those doors. So wrap your arms around me. Wrap your love around me. Give me your shine. Give me your sunlight. It's nothing like being loved. It's love matters to me. Even when it's out in blue, I see love matters to me. Through this dark day and the dark night, we gon' see it through. Confusion and darkness is not gonna hold us back. We're gonna make it through. We're gonna make it through. We're gonna make it through. We go. I'm gonna make it through.
make it through. We're gonna make it through.
So you know maybe you will not feel the Lord in you sometimes, but you gon' make it through it. I feel it coming. I feel it coming. I feel it coming. You're gonna make it through. You're gonna make it through. No matter, you're gonna make it through. So sometimes in life you may feel like you're walking with borrowed shoes. This path may not feel as straight as you want it to be. You may not feel as though everything is aligned for you to be where you want to be. But hey, listen, bud, you're gonna make it through. You're gonna make it through. You're gonna make it through. You're just gonna make it through. I'll tell you that. Sometimes you may sit in your own bubble, as I like to call it, and think that that's the end of the road. You can walk across the entire world. I'll tell you, you can't make it alone. You gotta find your community. You gotta work on yourself. You gotta let it out. You gotta tell my God that you gotta make it. You gonna see this through. You gonna make it. You gonna make it. You gonna make it. I promise you. You gonna see this through. You gonna see this through, and there ain't nothing in this world that is gonna perturb you. There ain't nothing in this world that's gonna be hard for you, as long as you believe in it. As long as you see the vision. As long as you trust the process. As long as you trust yourself. As long as you trust that little voice inside of you, that little child that's saying, Ali's better. Repeat after me, Ali's better. Say it after me, Ali's better. Ali's better. Ali's better. That is just the Indian way of saying all is well. Ali's better. It is English.
Wow.
Just in an Indian accent. Ali's better. Say after me. Ali's better. Ali's better. Ali's gonna be alright. Ali's gonna be alright. You're gonna make it through. You're gonna make it through. You're gonna. Yes, you're gonna. You're gonna make it through.
Yeah! Wow! Powerful.
That's great.
We got a couple shares left, and then we're gonna round out the circle.
Just gonna pee so bad.
Beautiful, beautiful music. Beautiful music.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo!
Oh, you're gonna make it. Oh, you're gonna make it through. My God, dressed up for Halloween. I know he's gonna make it. He'll make it through. My boy better make it. Better make it through. My God, in the costume. What did he say is a catchphrase? I don't lighting fires, making it Top Gun, I think it's
That's 15 years of friendship right there. I think it's about that time we bring in a freestyle to summarize what we've been hearing about kicking tires and making fires, and one person in mind that I have for this freestyle. I'm sure you guys know who it is. I don't know why, but my voice got way deeper sitting next to here.
Oh yeah.
I think that's just the side effect.
I don't mind getting passed around.
That's not fair.
Gotta do that mental math.
Oh, just step down. It's one giant step away from home. One whole gigantic step down from where you might roam. Wherever you might wander to, you can find what you need. You can make it new. You can find something to feel everyone around you, to feed, to repeat, to find ways to make everything you see complete. But if you are like me, you just might have to be something out, something here, something there. Just your mouth if you found what you know, what you see, what you hope you get old. I don't know how you can make it go. This is agony, this is agony, this is agony, this is agony. I can see what is gold already. I can make anything go from any other code that I see. If I don't let it be what I need, so I feed everyone who wants some of it from me. Sometimes it looks like money, sometimes it looks like the food. 'Cause we hungry and we rude and we need to find more. So I ask for it from you. And if I get some of that, then you know I will come back. So it don't make no difference if it came wrong, 'cause my habitat is where I ain't really at. Anywhere you came from, this is what you live. This is what you live. So if you just sing, or if you just singing, it's the same damn thing. 'Cause we've all got wings, so just go and fly. And you know it ain't mine, it's just what's in the sky. And it comes and gets high, and gets low, and I say there's sometimes I don't know, but it don't make a difference when it grows from my soul. When it grows away, I can blow. I press play, and I say, I press play, and just listen to the melody. That's the melody, and it listens to me. I listen to the melodies, and it just listens right back to me.
Now, a call and response between a couple would be a great thing to see right now. Right? Just a little back and forth, a little combo.
Red light, green light. Okay.
I got it. All right, okay.
So, I hear you talking about alchemy. And I'm wondering, what is it when you take fire and water and air and earth and put it all together, what you get?
Well, seen spiders like I've seen. You pray to be prayed. Pray to be prayed. All day.
All day.
Don't eat me spider. 'Cause I pray to be prayed.
I pray to be prayed.
Any day. I could say. I could say. I would pray. I would pray to be prayed. I would pray to be prayed. On any given day. If you see spiders like me, you would pray to be prayed. On any given day. Pray to be prayed. Spiders like me. Pray to be prayed. On any given day. Pray to be prayed. Spiders like me. So the other day, we was going on a little walk around the Hollywood Reservoir. I was like, this is crazy. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but all the messages are telling me something. Something I'm trying to discover from them. Things rolling around the path right here. Ignorant of legs. Yo, say, we seen a tarantula walking around that shit. It was dumb. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, it made my mind numb. It was so nuts that I was like, lady, do you see this thing right here? What could that sign be? Is it my fear from a spider? No, I don't have any of that, because I seen my grandfather walking down the track, and my grandfather died like 5 years ago, and he had a whole lot of soul. I don't really know if I could get into that in a freestyle, but let me just say that man was wild, and I've been thinking a lot about ancestors, because I don't know that hurt can fester the way that I've seen it recently, because I don't know, in a year from now, who's going to be with me, and it's so crazy, right? I look around and life is here, and what's going on is here. I'm just trying to figure out what it is, where I find bliss, and I have one that kisses me, but my family might not be around.